I need some backup because it's like 17 against 1.
You know we're live, right?
You can't, hey guys.
You can't plot your Canadian takeover of the United States with me. We promise to give this nation coronas for the rest of their life, as long as they surrender to the Asafi party.
Oh damn.
Yes. We shall make the streets run red with the blood of our enemies and the betrayers to the party, the glorious party which has brought fucking Coronas and Coronitas to everybody. Is Crow Canadian too? No, fucking Canada.
Get that shit out of here.
Fuck that. No. Ew.
Who the hell said that? I'm on the mobile, so I can't see it.
I felt nasty there. Max Doran. I'm kidding. Canadians are cool. Hello there. Oh, are you talking to Bucket? I don't know why. I think since we moved, he's just been very talkative. Oh man. So hey everybody, we're waiting for our guests to arrive. They're a little bit late. And in the meantime, I figured I would tell you about just real quick what happened on Twitter today, because I was just like, wow, you people are fucking insane. Canada crew represent. Say my name. Billy Bob, how you doing, Billy? Let me say hi to everybody, actually. Wolfie Cash, hello. Max Zoran, hello. Spez, if you're in here, hello. I saw you in here earlier. Bethany, hello, Bethany. I haven't seen you before. How you doing? Kayla May, yes. I can't actually explain what Steve is doing right now, but it is of vital importance to our new world order.
I'm late too, but I still show up even when I'm late. So
2 thumbs down are Repsion and Maya. Yeah, here's the funny thing. We're not even supposed to really be talking about those two tonight, because it's 100% just about our guest, what he's been doing. And I figured we were actually going to be talking about the Anisian thing tonight. But then they did this shit, and I was like, oh my god, you people are fucking insane.
Well, you went off on them, Crow.
I mean, because you have to be like, I'm sorry, you have to be Repsilla and not be able to think properly throughout a long course of events, because you're TBI. And again, you want to get pissy with me? Fuck off. Stop using the TBI as an excuse to not do research. I get it. You're not a bad person. I probably am meaner than I need to be when I talk about it. Maybe a little bit. But you parroted some really stupid claims. You accuse somebody of I want to be careful here, because it's really stupid how you have to say it. You're feeding into this stupid fucking CP thing, and we have to spend over a month to fucking debunk it, right? And how much shit have we gone into? And they get sent an image from War on Corruption, and a new person who was sending me stuff on Twitter. I'm like, wait. She was a cam model in the United States. They don't let you do they're not going to let a minor in Israel be a cam model. They Israel's a really strict nation. So she was saying she was in Israel up until the point where she was 19. So she just admitted to being a fucking adult while she was doing this shit. So the CP shit should be completely out the fucking window. But it gets better. It gets better. Because then she accused us of showing her fucking her CP. I'm like, we don't show your fucking body on our stream ever. We would never fucking do that, because first off, fucking gross, right? I'm sorry, I'm a humbly taken crow here, and I don't like skinny fucking white girls, to be honest with you. So there's nothing there I really want to look at. There's nothing there I think our audience wants to see, because they think she's a fucking skank. I mean, I don't know how to fucking, I don't. Steve just got home. I don't know how to say how stupid that whole thing is, right? Oh my gosh, hold on. John, hello. Did you just take over for Steve? Hello.
I was just popping in for since you sent the link. So I thought I would pop in for a day. I was like, oh yeah, what the hell? So I'm just crashing your stream. I apologize.
No, you're good. Okay, so you saw the shit that was going on.
Yeah. Normally, and you know this, Crow knows this, and Aura knows this. I don't really pay attention to Twitter stuff. I don't really care, and I don't mean that. Obviously, I care about my friend. You know, I mean, Crow's my friend, Aura's my friend, and obviously, you know, I care about what happens to them and stuff like that. But normally, I just don't care to be on social media. It's not my thing.
John.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Saint Eve? I normally don't care about just social media in general. I'm not really following stuff that's happening on there. But I did manage to catch the whole exchange that was happening. For a change, I was like, oh my Lord. Oh. You know, I was very wow. And you know, all I could think about when I was seeing all this unfold was like, this is really not a good idea. Not a good idea. I don't mean on your part, Crow, but not a good idea on the part of the person who is this? Is this? I guess this is the person in question, Maya or whatever.
Yeah.
Is this the Maya person?
This is the
I was
Maya
like,
person.
this is really not smart. This is really a bad idea. I'm like, because you're now making you're putting out there stuff that is libelous and pretty much defamatory. I'm like, with some of the stuff
I thought so.
right? You're saying stuff. You're making outrageous claims against somebody without no way to possibly substantiate them. And I'm like, see, this is not a good idea, especially we see the current climate of things that are happening right now where more people are taking legal action. I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, and I think I know Crow well enough to know, I'm like, that Crow's the kind of person that's not going to take this lying down. He'll take it very seriously. And if there's any kind of legal recourse, he will absolutely take it. So I'm just like, wow. And the thing is, all the stuff that she said, if she deletes it, it's not going to matter. It's already been archived. So it can already be proven to be true, you know? So it's like, I'm just looking at this. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, Repsion, if you're a smart guy, which you seem to tout yourself to be, you need to get your lady under control, or you need to explain to her. I don't know if you said something about Israel. You're saying that she's originally from Israel. So I don't know if it's a thing that she was born over there and she doesn't clearly understand how laws work over here in regards to defamation. If she's an immigrant or something, I don't know.
No. She's
from
American.
Here.
She's American.
Yeah,
Okay.
she was raised on Skype, though. She's like, I was raised on Skype. I never went to school, so.
Oh my goodness!
I can't spell words, and I don't know shit about anything.
Yeah, this is not smart. This is not smart because she is heavily making the implication here that Crow is some kind of word which I won't say. A word I won't say on stream because I don't want it to affect your stream. But then again, you don't have monetization, so it doesn't really matter.
No, I mean, say your thing, right? Because
she's basically implying that you're a predator, and she's implying that you've done something illegal that, again, could potentially, and that's the thing with people that are saying stuff like this publicly, and people that are here in the stream right now that were on my stream previously that have come over. I see a couple of them here in the chat. You all know that I was mentioning this in my stream. You're saying stuff with no real, with nothing to really to back it up. You're asserting things that you can't possibly hope to prove. And then, like with Angry Joe's situation, and the only reason I'm bringing up Angry Joe is because something interesting happened, right? Angry Joe said he was going to lawyer up. Angry Joe put out a statement where he said, everything I do from this point on is going to be through my legal team. Something interesting happened today with the girl's post that was accusing him. Mm-hmm. Okay, that post disappeared today. All right, and this happened after Angry Joe had said that he was going to take legal actions and have his lawyer send out cease and desist orders. All of a sudden, boom, that post is gone today. So I'm wondering, maybe this girl already received some cease and desist letters. You know what I mean? And I don't blame Joe at all for taking it to the full extent of the law if he can. And that's what needs to happen in these situations. Like these people online, they're playing a very dangerous game where they think that, and again, these are the same people that probably believe in the whole, freedom of speech is not freedom of consequence, except for when it comes to me. And it's just like, no, dummy. The pendulum swings back your way too.
No, I just want to be very clear here. Yes, we made sure to archive everything that you said about myself and my wonderful co-host Origami. You have, like, I don't know how to say this. You basically said that there's CP being played on YouTube in a live stream, and these streams all stay up. I don't delete my streams, so.
Which is ludicrous because
have fun sifting through that many hours of shit to try to find something.
Well, not even that. Here's the thing, though. If that were true, you think that the live stream would exist on YouTube? No, bro, your channel probably wouldn't even be here.
No, it'd get nuked.
You know what I'm saying? You'd be nuked.
We get flagged. You get flagged for calling Caitlyn a wacko. You're gonna let CP on it?
I didn't even call her a wacko. I was. Nah, don't.
It was in the same sentence. I think.
No, but even that. No, but not just that. No, I mean, no. His channel would literally be nuked off the platform. He would not. You'd be gone, Crow. Period.
Yep. And you know, if that happens, that would be really, really awkward timing.
Yeah. Exactly, and that's the disingenuous thing about what is being put out there. This person is saying, "Oh, he even put it on the live stream." It's just like. But he's going to continue to make live streams of it. Do you not realize what you just said, dum dum? I mean, you're saying he would have been gone. He would have been gone off the platform if that were true.
Well, I mean, the thing I thought was funny is
live streams for you to do on your channel.
We started. Yeah, we were talking. She's been saying like we're doing streams to her nightly and shit like that, right? So I'm like, this stream was about Chris Hansen, right, and the shit with the Anision shit, right? This stream was supposed to be about Soroka. But he wound up nuking all of his stuff, right? We didn't archive his shit, and we didn't want to sit through like the hour-long videos. We wanted to watch him, actually do his thing. So, because it's funnier that way. And I like responding to him as he's talking because I get a sick sense of humor. I get a very sick sense of humor. But it wound up becoming about YouTube because some information broke, and we had someone in the chat there. Who wanted to provide the info because of this stream here. But like, look at the stream before we started talking about it. He was like it was 3 days ago and we went for fucking 5 hours. This one was like 2 hours.
Yeah. And that one was mostly about, because, that one was the 5 hour one, I think had nothing at all to do with any of these people that
it was being mentioned right now.
Yeah. Not even once it mentioned. Shit. Yeah. So it's just like, again, look, I don't know any of these people, obviously. I know Repsion is a content creator and stuff like that. Look, and truthfully, look, I don't see what the problem is to just admit, listen, you all did something wrong when you accused a young kid of doing something that you can't possibly hope to prove. Okay, this would have all been done if you just admit to that. Okay, hey, look, you know what? We screwed up. We said something that wasn't true. That's our bad. And I'm sure most people would have been like, you have your people that don't accept the apologies, but most people probably would have been like, okay, well, now that's cleared up, let's move on with life, right? And that's it. That would have been it. And even now, look, it's still not too late for this person to say, hey, look, I was wrong. You know what I mean? We've never had any proof of this kid doing anything wrong to us. I was mistaken, whatever, however it is that you want to phrase it, right? However it is that you want to phrase it, you want to say it, you want to make a statement, a public statement, whatever, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Just put out there, hey, look, we messed up. That's it. We didn't have nothing on this. This kid doesn't deserve any flack that he's gotten, whatever. And that's it. And let it move on. But now it's like, now you're playing a really dangerous game here where you're saying really dumb stuff on a public platform for all to see, stuff that you can't possibly hope to prove. And you think there might not be any consequences. You think you can just freely say stuff like this? Okay. Just keep talking, I guess.
Yeah, fair warning. We do back up our streams. So if the channel just got like poof, we would still have the evidence.
Yeah.
Like a smart person.
Exactly. I mean, this person though, they're saying borderline defamatory stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or if not, well, I won't even say defamatory because, I would not borderline defamatory. I would say defamatory. I mean, we see what the implication is here. I'm
pissed off because she doesn't know who the fuck I am. She thinks I'm him.
That was great.
That shit's stupid. Dumbass.
Has she named you in like tweets yet? Because I see her being like, "Oh, Steven Crows." Did she say Aura?
She thinks she's showing pictures of me. She thinks I'm him.
Wait, she did? I didn't see those. Sorry,
dude. All of it, everything. She's responding to me and to saying, "Shut up, Crow," and I'm like, "I'm not Crow."
It's because it's Crows of Judgment. I guess,
none of it was even about you, Crow. Like this time.
That's really funny.
She's watched Repzilla's videos where they blur your name out.
That's how she put it together. The pieces together.
I mean, here's the thing. Or she did accuse both of us because
she did. She did before. I know.
Yeah, she said our channel is showing this shit, right?
Yeah.
Why she want to insult Crow like that? Well, apparently she was trying to insult Origami, but
she's just a failure, a fucking failure. She just sucks at her lives.
That's really, and then fucking Kayla. Kayla was incredibly funny because at a certain point, right? Sorry. Kayla, you were really good.
Thinks all brown people look alike.
Look, honestly, I'm gonna laugh about it because look, it's so baseless, it's so stupid, right? That you would have to like really have hit your head very hard recently to believe the shit that she was saying, right? Because we're talking about public streams on my channel, right? Mm-hmm. We have, come on. You guys have literally watched my streams. I know this because your little fucking weirdos hop into my stream to talk to me about what you're saying. Like, it's weird. It's really fucking
no
weird.
Patreons and all, they have no super chats and all this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, like you're fucking mods. Like, what are they doing? Like, have some self-respect. I have fun with our chat, but like, I barely talk about you guys. I guess I started to because I mean you keep giving me fucking things to talk about, right?
Or you could just provide anything you're saying to be fucking true, and then we could just shut up. That can help.
Yeah, that would. Or you could just apologize to the fucking kid that you libeled, like you tried to fucking libel me. Except I'm not fucking 17 years old. And,
yeah, we're not one of your fucking minors that you guys have been like shitting on.
You and respectfully. I'm not
disrespectfully. I am.
Go for it.
All right.
I have no issue with the resources needed to fight something like that, right? I've kept all your shit documented, and that's why I spent so long disproving your CP in those chats, clipping the little fucking segments from the stream. I mean, it took me fucking minutes to do this shit, right? You fucking idiot. I really suggest you delete the fucking tweets you stated about myself and my co-host and Steve and any other guests we've had on this stream, you fucking psycho. But if you don't want to do that, don't worry. We've archived it. We've archived our videos just in case, right? Really fucking shitty if something happened, right?
Yeah, so any of you little fucking spies or whatever, if you're watching this shit, make sure to report back to Milady and let her know the fucking good news.
Maybe
spies. When do they just end up being fans after a while?
They usually just give themselves away. Like, what is it? Like that Phil dude or whoever the fuck that was? That's another one.
Oh my god! I honestly, I apologize because I should have said what Kayla actually did. Hey, Chambers, how you doing? Hello.
Well, Chambers actually made it.
Yeah. It's so good to see you here. What Kayla actually did that I thought was it had me fucking dying, right? Kayla, tell them.
Just show them.
Yes. Sorry. I can't stop. I can't stop.
I was like, is Kayla in the stream? She's on live chat.
Yeah, she's in live chat. Oh my gosh. It was going on for a little bit today. Hold on. Let me find the.
Oh, it went on. It went on.
Yeah, it went on. It went on. I definitely did. Okay. All right. Oh, she retweeted our stream. Oh, she's such a good friend.
She's the best.
Oh, I thought you meant Maya for a second.
Maya? What?
Yeah, no.
She hasn't all blocks, Steve. Like...
No. She pointed out that Slug. Yeah, which part, Crow, right? My favorite part. You pointed out because when she was accusing the channel, right? And you were like, your boyfriend and your friend. And I was like, oh man, power fucking move, right? Mm-hmm. She points out that it was Slug who fucking opened up the fucking Google Drive and was staring at her porn.
Dude, look at
the same person she's in fucking chat with calling Sluggy Wuggy.
Yes.
She's in chat, Sluggy Wuggy, I fucking love you. And he's like, oh, look at your porn.
Yeah, for real. It was an oopsie. I made an oopsie doopsie. I'm telling you, that bitch should just change her @ to oopsie doopsie. That's like everything she does. Every fucking sentence she says is an oopsie.
I'm like, and you know what I fucking love too? Slug was working with fucking Chris Hansen, right? You motherfuckers, your girlfriend is buddying up with fucking Slug while you're sitting there ripping Hansen apart.
Do you think that's why Repsion's going against Hansen now, so he doesn't like catch him later?
I'm just saying.
No, I'm just there fucking tinfoil.
I don't think I think he's going after him because he thought that Chris Hansen was going to bring more credibility to himself. He was going to gain further clout from it, and he's a salty little bitch because he thought that him and fucking Chris Hansen, they were fucking they were like this, and when they were really like, leave me alone.
They're like, yeah, when you're trying to pass each other, but you don't know which way to go.
I mean, he's did it for himself, right? I'm not saying like
look at Kayla.
Yeah,
she's like, I named that pic Sluggy did an oopsie.
okay, so like that whole thing. Oh man, sorry guys. Today has just been a fucking chore for me. And I appreciate everybody who attends the streams that I saw in my mentions today, because that shit was it was real fucking funny. Like I get why you thought you could get away accusing the Colton kid of it, right? I get why, because he's 17 and because you're telling Larry's a fucking FBI agent in your Discord server, and he's a 17-year-old kid who doesn't know any better and he believes you, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, I do some stupid shit, but like you have to be fundamentally fucking broken upstairs to have thought that would be okay, right? And hey, Repsion, buddy, I don't want to talk about you, man. I really don't. You'd see.
Yeah, how smart was it that the bitch who actually blocked everybody, but like it's still talking shit, is like, leave me alone? Does that make any fucking sense?
I was looking at how many, like, someone sent me like a whole fucking chain of these DMs, and I'm sitting there going like, wow, I guess we really do have a major fan in you, Maya.
You're a stalker, leave me alone. I'm blocked, you dumbass. Oh, is that Slug? Oh, I thought it was Slug for a minute. I only saw the picture. I was like, what the fuck are you doing in here? Slug, you
He comes in every now and then. Everyone jumps on him. And he's like, I just want to watch you guys. Come on.
No, I don't really care. Like, what's he going to do? Again, if you're here to like collect information, you think he'd just shut up and stay quiet in the chat. But if you want to talk to people, I say like, talk, guys. You don't need to jump on people. I mean,
no, I think they go like and then they see him in there, right? And then they're like, oh, there he is. But
let him enjoy the stream. Buddy him.
Use an alt account. Like, I have like another account I use. For,
you're asking for a lot. You're asking for a lot.
Chambers,
I know, too much.
Questions. Chambers is asking questions. Yeah.
Anyone see John Swan's video? Yeah, we saw it, or I saw it, anyways.
I did not.
It's the Chris
Hansen one.
Yeah.
Is it good? Would you recommend, Crow?
I think he touches on the major story beats, but there's certain things that he is completely leaving out. And I get like maybe it's not really relevant to the story he's trying to say, right? But as our guest was pointing to like a bunch of clips on Twitter, when Chris Hansen originally met and got the story from Blair White, right? And then Repsion came on. Repsion didn't like refute the shit. Repsion wasn't saying, oh, we never get him because he just falls so close to the line, yada yada yada, whatever. Like whatever. He was going like hardcore, throwing him fucking red meat, talking about how Onision, I get them confused, right? How Onision would never, ever, ever sue them, right? Because Onision doesn't give a shit. Like, oh, here he is. Wow, I can tell you. Sorry, guys. He just joined the stream.
I'll go ahead and tag out so y'all can have
hey
with WoW.
Oh, I
may come back.
Okay.
Wow. Just wow. How are you? Can you hear us?
I think he has his mic muted.
He's muted, right?
I see the mic cross out thing.
Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Wow, are you okay? I don't think he meant to unmute himself. Wow, if your mic isn't working.
I was gonna say, watch him break out in a completely like different light, like "Dos be done, yeah." Like, oh shit!
I'd be like, what? Oh my
Just
goodness.
wow, like fucking, you know, like just.
Buddy,
Wow.
I think your mic isn't working. You may want to just drop out really quick and join right back in. I'll pull you right back.
Let's see. Do you guys have Discord open? Is he messaging you?
No, I don't have anything from him right now.
Okay. I don't have anything. I just have the live chat open.
I got hold on, where's this thing? A link if you want to check it out.
Well, actually, I think I do. I have a.
It's the Minecraft one.
It's the Minecraft form.
Okay, you have it already.
Is he talking about us in a Minecraft server?
Is he?
Wow, just wow. Try saying something.
Oh, he's
No,
back on mute. I think he's just trying to fix his audio. If you got to fix the audio, I think you got to leave, go to your settings, and then fix your mic, and then hop back.
But
in.
I heard something. Oh, never mind.
I think he's got to do because same thing happened to me.
Okay.
Did it?
Yeah, he's talking about us in a fucking Minecraft server. Why?
Get the fuck out of here. What is he saying?
Who?
I don't know.
Who is?
Slug.
Slug is
So-
talking about us? Crows?
I don't know. I don't know. Someone said that to me. I don't know what this is. It's a Minecraft survival stream. Okay, okay. This seems. What is this?
It's like a forum
Oh my god! He wants to do Minecraft Let's Play videos.
Okay.
with us.
No.
Love the crows. I want to play Minecraft with him.
Yeah. He's. Oh my gosh! This dude.
What?
He does videos on Minecraft.
Or you're not surprised, right? Like, did you go through his catalog of 2,000
Why
videos?
would I?
Well, just to see, he gets like 20 views here, 13 views here, does a video on me, gets 300 views, and then just another video gets 15 views playing Minecraft.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So
hold
it's not about us. It's just comedy. It's funny.
Hilarious.
What, did he tag us or something in it?
No.
Just to-
Someone sent this to us.
Yeah, it's sent.
All right, age 18, name Omega, gender male. Do you have a YouTube? If so, what is it? Here it is. What is this? In credits, if you get in, what would you like to be aliased as? Sexiest narwhal, classy. Have you been in other role plays? Yes. Well, of course they'd be sexy. They're always very horny. But I'm Tish. In the video, it says all the characters available. Which one do you want? Anyone is available when I post this. Is he doing? Oh, guys, he's doing story time in Minecraft. That's cute. That's fucking cute. Hey, no disrespect. Do what you love, man. Do what you fucking love. But damn, that's funny.
Don't do anything too crazy. You used to work. Is WoW back? Wow, you there? What's happening?
Wow. Oh, he's a Aura. Look up.
Look up. What do you mean?
Oh, I think he was trying to get us to get him to Adam. Dude, your audio is just not working.
Oh shit! Yeah, he was right. You did say that. I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was working the other day, right?
Yeah,
Is
it
he
was.
using the same device?
I don't know.
What the hell?
This was unintentionally hilariously mean and sincere at the same time. Wow, poor guy not being able to talk. Wow, Macy, I know you're being sweet there, but like, if read in a dickish manner, like I would, it comes across as unnecessarily sarcastic. Okay, well, I mean, we just gotta wait for him. I don't want to run his clips without him here, so I do want to wait on that. I guess.
What time is it? We usually are waiting for Aura up until.
Yeah, it's only about half an hour, so normally we don't. We get into things usually 40 minutes. We try to wait for Aura. Aura.
It's only just my channel. Oh, shit.
Yeah, right.
Gotta wait for this fucking burden.
Did you do the Patreon thing?
No, because I don't know what you want.
You want
In the pre-
money?
I'm
I don't know.
private
Yeah, what
chat.
do you want, Crow?
No, that's what I'm saying. He's like, do a graphic. Well, okay. Bibbidi
Do a
bobbidi boo.
graph.
I'm like, fucking, I got you. Zero fucking like instructions. Zero fucking like anything. Just do a graphic. Do it, bitch.
No direction.
Yes, sir. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. This is
Are you
for you.
reading the private chat?
No.
Why don't you just draw like a stick figure and be
Why
like
don't you just tell me?
the drawing?
Jesus, what is all this?
It's everything I want you to do since you want me to decide it.
Onto a list of birds. What do you want? Birds to like fly in with the Patreon member and shit? Like
Yes,
that?
I want the little graphic of the birds flying up everywhere, like all over the place, unnecessarily. So that actually takes away from what you're trying to see. And I want all the birds to have little animated crying eyes on top of that. And then I want us in the center doing a high five. If you had let me finish, I would have wanted one for every season, including one with little Santa hats and and reindeers.
You are way like beyond like my capabilities and range of money and everything.
No, they're just a list because we're going to stop reading them off the Patreon.
I can do that actually. I got it. I got it. Just
okay. Thank you.
Thank God Crow doesn't do drugs, right? Because imagine
he
him
might
just
know.
amplified.
I maybe
No,
did.
no. You don't know him. You don't know him. He'll do that all the time. He used to do that shit all the time. And I want this guy to wear a sombrero and he needs a poncho with a mustache and nipples that cry. Like the fucking insane, dude. And
well, to be fair here, I did actually have a veggie milkshake tonight. So
I need to get mine. I'm like, really unorganized now. I got like, did you know they made mango Sour Patch Kids?
oh shit, that sounds good.
that does
That's
sound
like some
pretty fucking
product
bomb.
placement.
Damn.
Let's get some
Sour Patch
sponsors.
Kids, please sponsor Steve DeLive.
A monster. I need monsters.
Nipples that cry. Yes, Allie. Nipples that cry.
Mile will serve the wrong Crow for her restraining order. Like, I mean, like, what? We can no longer talk about you. Like, personally, good. I again, tonight's stream isn't even about her.
If
But
the
like,
restraining orders like that one that Colton got, I'll put some good use to that.
yeah.
Do you want to read out the tweets while we wait for WoW?
Sure, I guess.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
anybody get any DMs from him or anything?
I don't
they
see
can't
him
see.
saying
I was
anything.
like I said, I was gonna go into John's one server, but last time I did that, it didn't end like super well. I don't think anyone listened to me, and
sorry, this angry slut shit.
Yeah.
The person who messaged me was like, "Look at this." I'm reading it out. I'm sorry. I just got to read that sentence because it's the funniest shit. I don't.
Yeah.
You
yeah, we
tell
could just
me,
read angry slug shit too.
tell me why I should make you a mod, because I would be a great addition to your staff. It would be a big help to you, and I have tons of knowledge of Bucket, Powers, World Edit, and LR Build, and I end really good at it too. So I can be a big help, and I can become a good friend too. Most of my builds might be ruins of an old city of new players to find a treasure. I make filled with diamonds and tons of items, so it'll be fun, so you won't regret. Dude, this is so stupid.
Is this slug talking, or
This is fucking Minecraft shit.
is this someone talking to slug though?
Huh? No, it's from the Minecraft forum.
Oh, okay.
Honestly,
I don't know if like slug was running it.
maybe. Oh, wow, just while I was back. Hold on. You're on.
All right, am I good?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes!
I see.
See you, Anicia.
No,
Yeah.
the waves, the audio waves. This is good.
He's here.
All right, so you guys are talking about Minecraft. Is that what we're going to do all night?
No.
Talk
No,
about
I'm waiting for you, dude.
Minecraft? No, I'm joking.
No, we were waiting for you.
I believe you 2 seconds, but yes, thank you. All right, everybody. Wow, not just wow, but just wow is here.
I feel like such a douchebag. I never thought I'd be on streams, and now I'm making people call me wow.
I mean, at least it's simplistic.
Sure.
Take it away,
Well,
Crow.
he's also the observer. I generally observe things on Twitter, right? So we could go either way, observer or wow.
Wow, that's way easier.
Okay.
Observer, what do
wow.
you think?
I want to be called wow.
Yeah.
I like it.
And plus, the observer is bald and with a giant head, and he wears a robe. It's very discomforting. Anyways,
Is there a thing? Is there a guy already named Observer?
the observer.
I don't know who that is.
I'm thinking the Watcher, actually. Yes, I'm sorry. It's Veggie Milkshake.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the Watcher, bro.
I'm describing the Watcher the entire time.
Yeah,
Like,
creepy.
yeah,
The
man, there's a
Watcher's
spider
creepy.
person. What
Okay,
are you talking about?
Watcher's a pervert.
So I'll just First up, I guess I want to ask you a couple questions about basically how you started following things, because unlike most of our guests who come on, you don't have a channel, right? It's something where you're starting the channel, and or podcast. Like, explain everything to me about how you get involved with this entire Anisian thing, okay? And then I'm going to shut up now. Sorry, take it away, buddy.
No. Actually, it was the quarantine. I actually had never really used YouTube much, and just had time to kill, and started watching videos. And I started watching like documentaries and stuff, and I got turned on to the Christian. I don't know if people know who Christian is.
Oh my God!
Any of you guys? Yeah.
Oh my God!
So Christian is
He's a legend.
He's basically the most trolled person on the internet. I'm not going to go into it. Look it up if you want.
No, don't do it. It's terrible.
No.
Dude,
So
we don't have 3 days.
right.
Oh, Christian.
That linked me into like some of the longer form like documentary channels, the Right Opinion stuff, and then I started watching. From there, I found Onision. Started watching a lot of Onision videos, and this was right around when I think Hansen went to his house. And honestly, the reason I started getting into it was I thought the internet was insane and was railroading this guy, and I wanted to understand if he was being, if there was evidence or not. Just because all the drama channels were talking about all these serious allegations, and I couldn't find one that was going through evidence. So I started, watching and researching everything I could, and found out that it's going on in real time. There's the Chris Hansen thing going on, and that it's all happening on Twitter. So I made a Twitter account and started kind of lurking, and eventually it got to a point where I can't remember why I made my first post. You'd have to go back and look, but it was more or less just to put out the legal analysis of the evidence that was available, basically. And then that just turned into what it is today. I mean, I'm definitely not pro or anti, but I think I'm surrounded by people on both sides. But that's more or less. I think I kind of became like a source of information on some of the stuff.
So, and I think rightfully so, because you know a lot more than I think most people do, and I think you stay pretty objective about things as well.
Try to. It's hard sometimes.
Well, I mean, I do appreciate it, because I was actually watching your clips that you were putting on Twitter, right? Because you've been documenting this stuff. You've been keeping your, I don't know, what do you say, like ear to the ground, like a real private investigator. But no, like honestly, the stuff you've done is. Oh, the lights went out.
I actually have a question. To me, I'll let you finish, Crow. Actually, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. But again, you've actually been documenting everything, and you're posting things that are. It's really hilarious right now, because this is stuff from January, right? With the fucking Repsion and Chris Hansen, and the stuff that you're digging up on that, even, right? Because you're calling that hypocrisy right there. But you dug around on Anisi, and you see that some pretty fair takes with everything. And I think, as you saw last night, there are certain things that I don't agree with you on, and I hope that we can talk about that.
Yeah, sure. I left probably. I didn't hear you say anything, so I must have left before that.
No, you're good. You're good. But there are certain things
like grooming laws, right?
Yeah, right. And the thing is, I think you're willing to explain everything in a clear way, right? And I want to get into that with you 100%. But definitely. I guess, what is your thought process on this entire thing with Chris Hansen, right? Because I'm looking at it, right? And I know you said there are certain things that he can be charged with, right, from a legal matter. I don't know if you're necessarily saying like he would or he should, but just I guess I want your take on this entire debacle with Onision. And I asked our guest last night, I want to know from you as well. As far as Chris Hansen goes, do you think he's the type of person who cares if he royally fucks everything up? And then I also want to say, Origami, I went on for a really long time, so you should probably ask your question too.
Would you want to respond? Or
yeah,
go ahead. I could just. I mean, that's pretty broad. I can kind of. I guess. So the Hansen stuff, and specifically the stuff that I was posting recently. So when I came into this, the Hansen thing had just started, and I didn't dive too hard into like Repsion's interviews because that information was elsewhere. So it's been interesting to see kind of this happen and go back and look at it and find that the attitudes are changing quite a bit. People were very much in Hansen's court. The anti-O attitude was basically everybody's attitude when it started, and it's changed quite a bit. So as far as what's happening now with Hansen, I think that he was more suited for what he did before, which is talk to potential predators. I think when he's talking to these victims, he has a way of leading the conversation and kind of taking them where he wants it to go, which I'm not sure that is a good thing. These are really, really serious accusations, and it's incredibly important to get, especially if you're going to be putting something out publicly, to get it exactly right. And from the evidence that's out there, the only things that are, it's all. I mean, it's firsthand accounts from the alleged victims, but it's ultimately, that's what it is, and to kind of, I guess, not incite, but play this out in social media, it hurts everybody potentially. It hurts the victims. It hurts, Onision, his family, all this stuff. We have court for a reason, and this basically all played out, and it is what it is now. So, Steve, sorry.
Oh, no, I was gonna say if the victims did pass cross-examination and their stories were to be true, there would potentially be charges, right? Maybe.
To go back, and actually, or I don't know or whoever handles the. If you want to go on my Twitter and just look up grooming, like you can, there's tweets that are full of there's actual evidence and screenshots of the law that supports it and all that. But so I think this is what Lola said. This is what I had said a couple nights ago, is that the grooming seems like it would be the only thing that. I should say it seems it is based on the available evidence and what's been said. The grooming with Sarah is the only thing that I personally believe potentially could be charged. This is because she met Kai online.
I don't mean to interrupt. Is this the tweet you're talking about?
There's like hundreds of them about grooming. So
okay.
I'm not sure if you can search and kind of scroll through them, but if you want to look and pull one or anything up, that's fine. But
I got anything. Anytime it's mentioned, I have you tagged. So I think an easy abuse timeline. The amount of authenticated, admissible, corroborated firsthand accounts of online child grooming production, dissemination of photos featuring nude underage girls, and ongoing verbal, emotional, and psychological abuse is seemingly endless. That's from April 14th, right? Evidence documented here. So I guess this would be the best spot, right? Greg emails Alicia asking if she's seen his new content and again invites her to work with him. She does not respond.
This is going to be super out there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I won't make us get this deep right now. Sorry. Let's just stick to just this. So Sarah's case is I think kind of the one that, like I said, could be charged. And
so this is what I want to know, right?
Sure.
I read through the statute, and again, I'm no expert here, but I watched the Nicholas DeOrio stream with Anisian, right? It's actually something you were promoted today, right?
Right.
I believe, right? I'm pretty sure I saw you talk about it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Watching that, right? The longest time that they're going on, Anisian eventually brings up the grooming thing, and he says to DeOrio, was she a minor, right? And DeOrio finally says she was not, and he goes, well, there goes the grooming. And DeOrio goes, yeah, agreeing.
So,
but
grooming.
Sorry. I guess my disagreement comes from, I would agree with you that they did everything that would qualify as grooming, but it seems like they actually have to initiate a sexual activity with Sarah, and they don't do that until she's an adult. Like, it's creepy and it's fucking wrong. And I would say that if that's not illegal, it sounds like it really fucking should be. But
So
is that a crime?
Grooming
in our legal status, like, you know, that sort of shit.
Yes, it is. And so grooming laws actually are specifically defined to be based on intent. So all the things that you talk about with connecting online, sexually explicit conversations, encouraging her to move away from your family. Those are all, when you think of grooming, that's what someone does.
Mm-hmm.
So if you it's on my it's on my timeline with citations and everything, kind of explaining it all, but you do make a point. This is where you start moving into that. Okay, it's technically grooming, but could it be prosecuted?
Well, here's what you said, right? The intent, and this is the part that I think he has a case for defense against it, if anything. When you say intent, they're planning for when she's an adult. The intent isn't to have sex with a minor, right? It's to have sex with her. She happens to be a minor at that time, but they're specifically saying in those messages, like when they're talking about her, the intent is to have sex with her when she's an adult. It's weird. Like, it's fucking weird. But what I'm saying is, wouldn't he say that, my intent is not to have sex with a minor? And wouldn't that technically be true? Because he's planning to do it the moment she turns 18, which is, again, fucking weird.
That's what that's why the law is defined the way it is, because this is to it's to combat the activity before. So he could say, "We'll wait till 18." The only reason he's saying that is to not go to jail. So everything he's doing before he's 18 is to prep for that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I completely get what you mean when you're saying, like, that's not what the law is meant for. And I don't know, because again, I'm trusting your opinion on that one, or your analysis on that one. Sorry. The thing that I get tripped up on is, just because the law is meant to work one way doesn't mean it doesn't get defined as something else the next. In this circumstance, if the issue is with the child, right, and they say, well, she was an adult, that's where I think I disagree with you. And if you're correct there and I'm wrong, I fully admit that I don't really understand this stuff. But it's like one of those things where I think you have to be super precise in order to actually get somebody charged with it. Because,
absolutely.
Yeah, that's why I think when you were talking about crimes that are actually crimes, crimes that are prosecutable, and then crimes that, sure, they're illegal, but would you really prosecute it, right? Like, would you really do that? In this situation,
absolutely. I don't think that they would in this situation at all. The analysis I did, and maybe we're kind of talking about different things. It was purely like, this is the law. Were there behaviors that occurred that would meet it? Because at that point, it's there needs to be the legal process actually needs to occur. Yeah. I'm not going to speculate on whether or not a prosecutor is going to do it. From what I see, I don't think that they would try, just because. I mean, there's a lot of reasons that they wouldn't.
At this point, so
yeah, absolutely. So yeah. Just to be clear, what I'm talking about is just the technical definition of the law.
Okay.
With the applied to the evidence. And yes, I agree with you that I do not think, now or even before, if none of this Hansen stuff happened and they had just gone to the police, I don't think that they would have seen a charge either way.
Well, and I mean that's the sad thing, right? Because you could probably see a clever attorney doing that to maybe put pressure on Onision, whether or not they plan to actually move forward with it or not, right? But at this point, like, if you're going to go after this guy, it's like, I wouldn't say he's the king, right? But he's definitely fucking popular. He definitely knows what he's doing. And, you say, well, you go for the king, don't miss, right? He's not the king, but he's one of those people with enough power still, right? Enough clout that when you constantly fucking miss and you wind up falling down on your face and you're hitting yourself repeatedly, stop taking shots for a second, because the next guy up to that needs to make sure that he doesn't fall on the ground like you all have. Like, it's going to his house and burning shit outside his house, right? And like calling the police because you saw a live stream. All of that makes it so much more difficult for anyone to actually do their jobs. And
I don't think WoW was part of that movement. Like,
oh yeah, I'm not sure. I'm definitely not part of any of that type of stuff.
No. I'm saying I agree with you on a lot of this because of all of that stuff, right? Because of all that stuff, you could there are certain things where I say like that should be illegal, but would anyone really go after it with all of this? Weird fucking all the shit that surrounds it, right?
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I'm not saying that it wouldn't have happened because there's not evidence. The internet influence on this situation has been horrible, as we've seen the last few days. That a lot of things that are being talked about and kind of coming out, and I just came into it and kind of pulled the research and put it out there, and you definitely do see a lot of outrage and a lot of kind of emotion. I don't know if. I guess the only argument that I feel like might be able to be made for Hansen would they have had their voices heard had it not been for him? And I think, if you would have asked a couple months ago, were they happy? I think people would have people would have said so. And it's the tide's kind of turning on it, and it's. I didn't know much about Twitter, but I'm learning a lot about it, and kind of it just seems like these things kind of cycle, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be a downer.
No, I mean the fact of the matter is you get dealt the cards you get dealt. You can't just go back and change time. There's so much here. There's so much that's gone on for years, right? We're basically talking about an accident that's already happened a year after not even a year after they've cleared. The record's still on the road, and we're commenting on it, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure there were people that legitimately wanted to do something, right? Wanted to do good, but the way that people went about it, it gives this dude too much a defense against anything you try to claim against him, and it's unfortunate because the shit that you see that he did, what he was actually saying, right? We can go over like, oh, legal technology, what is a crime? The dude's an amoral fuckwad, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, there's no going like I try to like be neutral when I talk about this one thing. I'm like, this guy's a piece of fucking trash. He's garbage. He like certain things I can't say on stream, right? But the things that
I
he
think
actually
we've said it all almost.
no, there's certain things that you would do, right? Like if you had some one-on-one time.
Oh, like Batman?
He's yeah, like Batman.
Oh.
He's fucking awful, right? Like he clearly brought Sarah into that weirdo fucking cultish family shit. And again, not natural cult, but just like fucking weird and strange, like a cult, like that weird fucking vibe they give off. He clearly did that because he wanted to have sex with somebody who was incredibly young, right?
That's grooming.
Yeah.
You just described grooming.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Like I said, I think it fits the elements. It's like he waited for the fucking day she turned 18, right? It's so fucking nasty, right? And as far as like the image and shit, again, he didn't do it. Like it was the husband, this Kai person, that's sending the fucking nude image to this girl, right? So there's something there, but like nobody's even looking into it, right? Like you could take down at least one of these fucking weirdos, and maybe that would convince the other one to fucking stop. But like, I don't know. Like I just, it's so.
So actually, with that, with the text exchange, Onision was talking about, or on Diarra's video, he was saying it's a nip slip, it's a nip slip, it's a nip slip. And
it's like full frontal nudity.
Well, right. I did some kind of digging on that and found some sources that said that Sarah was managing Kai's social media, specifically an Instagram account that had semi-nude or suggestive pictures on it, and in that picture was that she would send batches of pictures. So she's taking selfies, boom, 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 sends her a batch of them, and one of them has that she actually has a nip slip. Okay.
Yeah.
And so it was interesting to be like listening to Onision and be like, you're insane, man. How are you saying this? None of this makes any sense. Like, you sound like a psycho. And then to dig into it and be told that and just kind of be like, okay,
Well, because the picture that is in question, there's like a huge bar blocking it, and then if you take that bar out and see the actual image, you can see that she's like fully dressed. And I don't think like many people know that.
Oh no, I didn't. I thought it was an actual.
So that's there's two of them. That's the other one. I mean, that's the more telling one. I haven't dug into that yet, but apparently there's one of the pictures that came out kind of as like this was suggestive. Later, Kai released a tweet where it was the original picture, supposedly, and she was clothed. She just had a very small like pajama shirt on. I don't know if that's real or not. I haven't dug into it yet. But so this is part of this whole thing that, because I came into it late and it was just something that I didn't see. So I'm as the Hansen stuff is kind of being picked through, that's something that came up, and I'm kind of doing the due diligence to figure out what's true or not.
Yeah. I mean, let's say, okay. Let's actually see what happens there, because I don't want to speak on something and be wrong about it, right?
Right.
And we had the messages that were actually being sent about this dude.
Like the text messages?
Yeah, like the messages they actually leaked out about this guy, right? The dude's
Which guy? What do we?
Anisian. Like he's just he's a creepy guy, right? The shit that he does, it's not right.
Oh yeah.
Sarah distributed CP. Oh my gosh.
What?
Who's
I
that?
don't know about that.
William Amil. Or Willie Amil? Willie Amil.
Willany Emil. Yes.
There we go. Yeah, you know English. I don't. Well, that's
Are
a
you going to
pretty
say that
big
Sarah sent a
claim.
picture of herself to Kai or something? Is that? Yeah, there you go. So
That's a
Washington
pretty
State
heavy
actually,
accusation.
yeah, and I think we kind of talked about this a few days ago, or about Regina. Washington State, and I learned this when I was doing the research on it because it's actually specific to this. The minor, if a minor is involved with an adult in online communication, they can't be charged for their participation in it. So if Sarah was sending Kai nudes, then she's not. Obviously she's the victim in that case. She's the one being manipulated. And even if you say they're both close to the same age or whatever, in the eyes of the law, she's still a minor. So that's how that would be applied.
Yeah. I mean, to my understanding, look, that again, right? When it comes down to Anisian, I think that he's able to for whatever you want to say about the dude, because I know he's done some manic shit, right? I don't know if that's true or false. Like the way he's behaving, right? Like, I don't know how crazy this guy is, because he's clearly thought about what he does, right? And he knows exactly how to deflect from the situation. And how did he get out of the situation with Diorio, right? Diorio brought some good points up, like he said, but he keeps pissing Diorio off, right? At a certain point, he just like doubles down on something really stupid, right? Refuses to acknowledge that it's stupid. He says something about, like, he tries to compare the situation like going to a nude beach, and I'm like, okay, like maybe everyone just sees it differently. But then he starts going on about how Shiloh is stupid and how her fucking her little fucking record label, right, wanted her to lose weight because they don't like fat people. And I'm like, it seems like he's saying that to piss you off, right? And you took it, and I get it, because it would probably piss me off too. But that seems like that was the point, right? You were starting to corner him, and so he just deflects like fucking mad, pisses you off, and gets himself booted. And now he gets to say that he was right, and he's no one's been able to get him on anything. No one's been able to get him to admit anything.
Well, and that brings up a really good point on all this. Is you have to ask the question: does he want this to happen? I mean, he could have handled the Hanson stuff very differently, and the stakes were very, very high, and yet he keeps kicking the beehive. So for me, that kind of leads to some other questions of what's the motivation and where's the fear.
Well, at this point, like I said, how many times have they taken a shot at Anisian over the years, right? How many times have they missed? At a certain point, the guy's probably feeling pretty fucking cocky.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm just going to ask you guys this. I have to I've been wondering, this whole the reaction to Hanson and kind of the backlash against him. Do you think that is just because? Do you think there could have been any outcome here besides him going to jail, where Hanson would not have gotten just absolutely slaughtered?
I think everyone was really looking at him going to jail. I think even when Hanson first started touching it, they're like, it's over. Onision's going to jail.
Well, that's what
think
Chris
this
Hansen does. He puts people in jail, right? Like at least on the show, it looks like they go to jail. But like on the show, even in like Dragon's Den or Shark's Tank, it looks like people get deals. Sometimes off stage, they don't fucking get the deal. So I'm not sure if even everyone, because they're baiting people, right?
well, the police put him in jail. Chris goes back to his hotel, and
Yeah.
I don't know. What he
Yeah,
does.
he just
Yeah. So
kicks
that's
it,
what they thought
drinks.
was going to happen to Anicia.
Well, yeah, eventually, because like it was kind of built up too, like they had all the survivors on, and like each one got to tell their story, and like with every new like story, or every time like somebody was going on to speak about the guy, it was just built up more and more, is what I'm trying to say. So it was built up to the point where everyone's like, oh, it's getting worse, he's going to jail. People thought he was going to jail. There's
Well, because
videos
Chris
out
Hansen
there.
was saying that too. He's like, the American psychopath. I can't remember what he fucking called it.
Well, and
He's
that
going
is
to jail.
so you guys saw some of that Repsion stuff, him leading or kind of giving Hansen all the information. I'd love to talk about that. I know Hansen doesn't do his research. Do you think he just took what Repsion was saying and kind of ran with it, or?
I mean, probably, like,
Yeah.
because Blair White didn't give him that much intel other than you should look into this guy. And like, it's a very surface level thing about Anicia. If you watch that, I went back and I decided to just watch it, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't give him enough to actually make a case against Anicia or even present one. He's got this like story about this online creeper, right? I mean, I was watching the clips from the Repsion interview with him, and he's making it out like Anician's the fucking devil and he's a fucking idiot, right? Like just pure fucking arrogance. This guy is like so much fucking smarter than Anician. And I mean, if you're Chris Hansen, you're fucking listening to it. Anician comes across like a fucking retard. Like sorry. But Anician comes across like he's
We're almost at 1,000, Crow.
Yeah, right.
1,000.
He comes across as like a bumbling fucking idiot. And he's clearly not. Like, if he was, this shit would have been over, like, years ago, right? I mean, think about it. He plays him off like a bumbling fucking idiot who's also a massive fucking pussy, and he's never gonna sue anybody for the shit that they say about him. And
well, he did sue them, or
he did. But Repsion was telling him it's never gonna happen. He's threatened to sue me for years.
That was awesome.
Yeah, right.
I think he sued him right after that.
He probably watched it because he's paying attention to what you're saying about him.
And like to think he's going to take Repsion at his word, of course, is because look at the people he hires. So like if he's trusting people to do his work for him, of course he's going to like trust Repsion to give him this guy's got the information. He's been following him for 8 years. I think he has the information. It's like, okay, dude. He's also been making money off him.
I would love to do a reaction stream to that video because Repsion did his most recent Hansen kind of, you tricked me and you screwed over all the YouTube video 100% because have you not seen the most recent one?
Well, how recent is this one?
He made a video as soon as John Swan announced his video and he could see Hansen was going down. He made a video completely disavowing and blaming Hansen for everything.
Hansen sold the team.
We watched it on stream, I think.
Yeah, we watched that one. That was.
I mean, if you watch the whole the videos with the clips that I put out against that, it's just insane.
No, I know. That's why I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, you're telling him all of this shit, right? If I believed you, I'd believe it. I would think all the same shit. I would think everything. I would think, this guy has clearly gone to jail. These people are fucking incompetent. They've never done anything. Like, it's fucking hilariously fucking pathetic. But that's the thing, right?
Well, that's where you look at the Chris Hansen interviews. He makes his money by believing the most kind of hyper emotional sort of making big, claims about whatever. I'm talking about Repsion, and then Slug came in and he just basically made Onision's Discord sound like a sex trafficking website.
Right. Like, you gave a guy bad intel. And yeah, it's on him. He's the fucking journalist. He should be looking into the shit on his own. But you gave him that.
Absolutely. And that's the I mean, that's the thing, you know, it's to me, like I said, I came into this false accusations. Just an accusation, period, is a huge thing for both sides involved. And the internet is not the place for it. I see the value, and you know, if a victim cannot, you know, be heard, and they need to, you know, put it out into the public, then fine. But you know, as soon as that happens, there's so much risk that comes with it. There's so much, you know, potential harm to the victim themselves, and it creates a, you know, an avenue for people that are vengeful to really just destroy someone, and that's scary, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, chat's bringing up the videos that Rosyan did of these people, right? And I think the issue is with those, right? Because I haven't seen them myself, and from what people tell me, I really don't want to see it, because even if it's not like legit a real thing, like they're just fucking doing a parody shit to freak people out, which is what they're claiming. I think.
Oh, sorry. Which videos?
I got these videos that they took of them with Shiloh or Sarah or whatever, and it's really, and to my understanding, it's really unsettling. I don't
Wait,
know.
is the video of Shiloh having her she's having like an episode or something?
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
totally lost. Okay.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to say there, because, you know, they can just say it's all an act, right? It's not real. It's for YouTube, right? This is the thing. He's got built-in defenses for a lot of shit, and when you keep taking stupid shots without thinking about it, right? And I think that's the thing about the anti-O movement. They hate this guy so much, and, you know, with good reason, obviously, but they hate this guy so much they let it just fucking blind them. And, you know, it's so the waters are completely fucking muddy.
Yeah, you know, it's I have to do some more digging on some of this stuff, but
Yeah.
the whole Shiloh saga is definitely complicated.
Yeah.
And you know, bringing all the victims together and kind of melding their story into one, I think was just I mean, you should, that was it. Once that happens, you're never going to see this go to court. So it's just, it's sad.
Because oh my god, I lost my train of thought in the middle of saying that, because I was going to say
shit.
it's like a slightly different medium, right? It's like online stuff, so it's hard to prove things, like for example those videos of like Shiloh, because there's multiple. Wasn't there one that she was doing like a Halloween video and he's like, oh, you'll never be famous, you'll always suck, or something like that, right?
Oh, and he's throwing the cotton or the candy corn at her, and he's like, people will never know how much I abuse you, and she's in
yeah. So for somebody of his medium who's done like YouTube for like, that can seem staged, you know what I mean? Like how would you make an error of that kind, not knowing to shut off the camera?
Well, I mean, you gotta, that one I 100% believe was put out there as something to trigger people, and then within this sort of the whole accusation situation, it became okay. You know, that was something, that was really something, when I don't really put a lot of stock in that one, but that's just me.
Yeah, I don't know. To your knowledge, did Shiloh use that one as like, oh look, see, he's crazy, right? I'm not too sure.
I don't think she did. I think it was more of that's something that got picked up on the internet. There's a lot of stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Highlight its rocket surgery comment. Apparently, the outtakes are them laughing and kissing.
Yeah.
So
It's, did you get it?
Hold on.
he's lost.
Yeah, I was like,
It's
I
all.
don't
It's
have
all
control.
good. That's all.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
No,
Look. Sorry, just need to handle something really quick.
Or maybe those were the pre-takes, not the outtakes. Oh.
No.
I mean, with everything that we know about Onision, like, so Shiloh got that video and she managed to slip it out to the internet. Like, there's a lot of logic missing in the reactions to this stuff. I feel like people are they're looking for. We need to prove that this guy's a predator. Let's look at every single thing that's here and figure out a way to connect it to that conclusion.
I actually want to ask you your opinion on something since now Shiloh came up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you happen to get the opportunity to hear this like footage? Supposedly it's somebody who also abused her, but like I believe it came out that she kind of lied, like she manipulated audio, like she would just carry on audio, and this guy she was with was always trying to like leave and she would not get out of his way, and then all of a sudden you hear like that, and then she's just screaming and stuff. So supposedly she edited that part in. And did you ever get to see stuff
that?
Like that?
I don't know anything about. I've never heard that piece. I can't comment on that.
It's completely off topic. I just wanted to know.
Did
Like,
you say she carried around audio, or
she carried around like this little audio recorder, probably her phone. Who knows what it is?
Oh, okay.
I mean, you know,
like she
we
just carried around audio of the slap,
Yeah.
like she just had it on play.
Like it was just background noises and shit.
But isn't that consistent with kind of the whole relationship here? I mean, we're seeing Greg put up videos of interactions. You know, it's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it, so I can't comment on it.
Yeah, no problem. Like, I just wanted to see. Have you two even seen that?
No.
No,
Alright,
I
never
don't
mind.
follow like Onision.
Neither do
Stuff.
I. It was.
That's
on,
why
it
we
was
got WoW on to explain.
Oh, that was funny. Sorry, that was legitimately funny.
What?
What?
Your entire interaction there.
Huh.
Look, the thing about this, I don't know how to say it in a way that sounds, like I'm not being super fucking just biased in my take here. But the thing that I see with Onision, right? And again, it's just he knows how to keep walking the line. He knows how to keep playing the game with people. And he points to shit like that from Shiloh, right? The things that people have seen about them. It's like, again, in that Diorio stream that he uploaded to his channel. He brings up the fact that, look at her mental state, right? You need to be willing to call that sort of thing out, because I've seen people and they defend the way that Shiloh behaves. In credit to Diorio's take here, because he was one of the people that Shiloh went after, right? And he goes, yeah, I know what she's like, but that doesn't mean she's wrong, right? You need to be able to have that kind of principled take on these things. I don't think if you tie your cart to a horse, right, and you're never gonna fucking look at any other horse, right?
Yeah.
And that horse goes running towards the fucking cliff, right? And you're sitting there going like, I love this fucking horse. I'm never gonna stop being tied to it. You go down with it. Like you need to just like take a step back and go like, no, this is stupid. I ain't following you down that fucking road. And acknowledge when something looks wrong. Acknowledge when something looks shady, because it gives you more credibility with what you're saying.
Absolutely. I mean, that's like the story of my account, I guess. It's been interesting having, when I started talking about Repsion, people start telling me that I'm Onision and that I'm trying to, destroy the investigation, or even when I would present stuff from a defense perspective and from his and Kai's perspective, it just is. There's a ton of objective people that are doing really good research and stuff, but there's also a lot of people that they have their team, and like I said, they look for the evidence that supports what they are thinking, and that's it. And
Confirmation bias.
And that equals Twitter.
Twitter
Yeah.
in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, and that's why I like you, Wow, because like you'll see both of them, and then you'll be like, okay, well, what's the actual thing that's going on here, and then you try to explain it. I like that.
Thank you.
I like what you do. Wow,
I
like it a lot.
do.
It's the way you said it. Like,
I'm
just messing with you. There,
I'm a little milkshakey.
No, it's all right. Delete it. Other than that,
I just posted that about like potentially doing a live stream or a podcast. If I can go on streams, I might not do that, but because that was never my intention. And there is a piece of this. As soon as you start even coming in here, and it's not you start to feel like you are being pulled, at least for me. Maybe not you guys, but you kind of are getting pulled in different directions, or you need to kind of be careful of what you say.
Yeah.
Which doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you though. Like if you're not, the whole thing with anti-Os, right? It's just there's something there, but the way that people behave is just it's never going to get anywhere. And the way that Shallow behaves, and the way that it's upsetting when you think about it, right? Because you go, it's so clear, it's so cut, like it's so fucking obvious to anyone looking at the situation. But you got to take a step back and you go like, well, but also all of these points, right? It wasn't handled properly. Like there's no other way of saying it. It was handled in the worst way possible.
The argument of it should never have been handled here is made, and that's probably the best one. But I was going to say something really clever and intelligent. I totally lost my train of thought.
No, it's just that
It happens to me all day, every day. Don't worry.
Yeah, like it's just weird that they put it in the hands of like YouTube. Like this whole thing was put in the hands of YouTube. Like, nothing was sent to like proper authorities. It's Chris Hansen, who's a fucking NBC reporter, who now runs a YouTube channel. I don't know how, and he's getting like backings from fucking Repsion and Shiloh, and like Repsion is his main source of information. Like
that's when got to start kind of asking broader questions about things, and I think that the community is starting to do that.
Yeah.
I remember what I was going to say.
Yes.
It would, just in terms of anti-O, to me, I feel like the anti-O, whatever that is no different from the stands of whatever person that's being stand and kind of being blindly supported. It's a cause that you have set in your mind. This is what I'm trying to achieve, and I'm going to do the things and say the things that I need to get there. And then once you're online, and especially with how much life is lived online, you connect with people that you feel like you need to align with and impress, or whatever it may be, and kind of the aftermath of it is whoever gets hurt by it. And because it's on the internet and you're not seeing the actual effect of what you do, people are a lot more comfortable doing it. Boxing's incredibly more popular now. All this stuff, it's just,
yeah. Again, it is unfortunate, and it leads to bad actors like Chris Hansen getting involved. From there, where he sees a situation that's a fucking mess, right? Everyone's pointing fingers at this guy and going like he's the fucking devil, he'll steal your fucking soul and murder your children's.
Chris Hansen? What the hell is he?
No. Fucking the way Chris Hansen sees Onision, right?
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, right. Like, what do you think I was fucking saying?
The Jersey. I thought you said Chris Hansen was like secretly like the Jersey Devil, and he's playing everybody. like a fiddle.
I don't know. Is that what the Jersey Devil does?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
I don't know who the Jersey Devil is.
Because he's not real. Like he's a folklore myth.
Well, Santa Claus isn't real either, but I know who he is.
Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen.
Who's the Jersey Devil?
Yeah, who is the Jersey Devil?
It's a mythical creature, and it was born from a supposed witch, and it has. In this case, I thought he was saying the Jersey Devil was Chris Hansen in disguise.
What?
I
It
just want to
doesn't
know what he looks
matter.
like.
It doesn't matter. I misunderstood.
It does now.
It's a
But
moot
what
point.
color is he?
What
I really
color is he?
thought of
Color
it.
doesn't matter, Steve. I don't see color.
I just want to. I want to imagine him in my head. I don't know. I'm trying.
Really, Steve? I want to imagine the Jersey Devil in my head as Chris Hansen.
Oh, did you guys? That's totally off topic. I saw one of the anti-O guys talking about the Family Guy, the guy that voices the black character step down. He's a white guy.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Is that why he stepped down?
Well, you know, he stepped down to say like this should only be played by black people.
Yeah.
And my immediate thought was, okay, so it's a cartoon. Like, are you saying black people have a specific voice? Like, they're supposed to sound
Right.
Just
I was
seems
gonna
to me, it was like this is virtue signaling so far out of control. Like, this guy wanted to be seen doing this, and if you think about it, it's very, I don't know.
No, yeah. What is it?
Well, how many years has Family Guy been on the air? Like, they just decide this now? Like, what's they're on like season? Fuck, I can't even like. Are they than 20 or something now?
No, yeah,
like
they're up there.
Sorry, I just took it so far off topic.
No, dude, I didn't even know that it was voiced by whatever. It doesn't matter. No, that's interesting though. I'm glad you brought it up.
You were saying something about anti-O Crow?
Yeah. I was laughing at that whole thing. No, look, man, anti-Os, right? I get where they're coming from. I really do. But you know, when you get into that mob and you get into that group thing, I think plenty of people have stepped up and warned the anti-O community about shit they've done, right? Like the shit that their leader has fucking done, right? You know,
Right. Who? Hanson or
Repsion.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So like I get why they feel the way they feel, but you know, when Chris Hansen came forward, right, and nobody questioned it, right, and we're talking about the people who relentlessly they eat, breathe, and fucking die on Onision, right? Like none of you guys saw it. Like I can rag on the dude who's like, you know, leading the fucking way for you all off the cliff, but you know, everyone's got like fucking crow on their face, right? Egg on their face from the crow that they can fucking eat at the same time. Everyone fucked up. Like it's not just one person, but that's the problem with groupthink.
I actually have a question that I was going to ask. Like, is it generally or is it specifically Repsion who is feeding? I know Repsion says it was him feeding Chris Hansen most of the information, but is that a fact? Was it mostly Repsion to anybody's knowledge?
Yes,
it was.
Okay. Yes,
all right, just making sure.
I mean, I don't know, Crow, if you saw the clip that I put, or if you watched the video where he says he's absolutely grooming, and now you have Sarah's information. Like he like provided the information, and he was so excited, like he's not going to sue you. He's never sued me, and it just going back and watching that, there's a very different taste to it now for me.
No, it's a fucking joke when you're seeing it because you're like, how do you not know like when you're being played to that extent, you know? Like,
yeah, I mean, Chris is an opportunist, like through and through, and you know, yeah.
And again, like I get it. I get that he humiliated people. I get the way that he acted. I get the way he behaved and everything. Like, don't get me wrong. I get it. I get it, people. But you should have seen it coming. Like, I don't know any better way to put it than that. Like, you should have known what you were dealing with when you were dealing with it. It's like, but you got to look into people when they're doing shit like that, right? When you look at a guy like Chris Hansen, right, and you sit there and you go like, if I do any amount of research, I'll see that recently he went to prison. Like he got to prison. He got arrested for fucking check fraud, right?
Yeah.
His life is falling apart. He's been fucking fired, right? the shit that he's doing on his channel, he's not fucking taking care of his patrons and everything. Shout out to the patrons, we love you. But if you look at it, you can see all the issues with this guy, right? It's on the surface there. And you're sitting there feeding him all his fucking blood, talking about this terrible person, and it'll be just like the good old days for fucking Chris. And look who he surrounded himself with, right? You know, again, you know, trying not to talk about them so much on this stream. Repsion, like fucking Slug is best buddies with your fucking girl, right?
Yeah,
she calls him Sluggy Wuggy.
They're a part of the story, man. They have to be mentioned.
Yeah, like how are you going to sit there and say like you're completely against Hanson? He fooled everybody. No, dude, you just didn't fucking look. You didn't even bother. And a guy like Slug on top of everything else, man.
Sorry, I was just gonna say it's speculation, dude. The blinders were on, the clout blinders. You know, like
right.
I mean, do you agree with that? I think so.
No, I think it's a fair assessment.
You know,
like wait, Slug?
No, it's Repsion.
Oh, I mean, sorry, I totally blanked out. I'm not gonna.
No, you're good. I was like Sluggy Wuggy. Everyone's spamming in chat, Sluggy Wuggy. Like, but
Sluggy Wuggy.
He probably was too, actually. He probably was too, because Hanson reached out to you.
Could you imagine getting cucked by a slug of all people?
What made you think of that? What made you think of that?
Because like Maya's calling him Sluggy Wuggy, right? What if she's actually like,
oh, I see where you're going with it. That's fucked up, Steve.
The whole slug thing is another. It's very weird. I was talking with another. I can just what is it? It's not rocket surgery today, and just telling them about kind of how Slug came into my life, and it was very, very. He just he started DMing me, and it just became this like. I didn't really respond. It just became this thing of him kind of sending me stuff constantly over and over. And I watched him go through his sort of I'm a Discord spy into Hanson, into I'm crusading for Colton, into I'm crusading against Colton, into I'm not sure what happened after that, with just a ton of like,
he accidentally
screw this, it's insane, I'm leaving the internet because it's bad for me.
He accidentally showed a clip of CP on his live stream, and then it ruined
I saw that.
Exactly.
Whoops.
Oopsie doopsie.
Well, I mean, we all agree that that's not CP. That it was all nonsense, and so it's oh god.
To their logic. To their logic,
if you request it as proof against it because you know it's not real, and I get the point there, right? But also to their logic, right? And it makes sense. You request it, you look for it, you look into it. It doesn't matter what your intent is. And again, if that applies to someone like Drama and Opinions, it applies to her little simp brigade that keeps bringing up how they've seen the photos, how they went looking for the fucking photos.
I would just like to, I'm sorry. I really want to point this out. Slug showed it on his live stream. Repzilla went into the folder.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we get fucking blamed for it. Like, I'm like, dude, we didn't want to look at that shit.
What, the folder?
Yeah,
to put Repzilla in the folder?
What?
What do you mean, the folder?
He went into the folder, remember, and he did it on his video where he featured us in his video. And he's like,
do you guys want to read Repzilla's DMs right now?
Okay. Yeah. Fuck what
you mean
just because it's this is the between he and I, because I mean, he goes through the whole thing and it's insane.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's do that.
We don't have to. I mean, I'm just.
No. You mean Repzilla or Repzilla?
No, Repzion in my DMs about the everything. Yeah. All right.
Okay. I'm trying to think. They're in your Twitter. Let me see if I can get them up, and I can send the link.
If it was really CP in the folder on the Google Drive, shouldn't it have been taken down by Google or the authorities by now? Just a thought. No, you're right.
Yeah, no, you know, I was told
they
she was
can
doing
file
recently, right?
DMCA's against shit, but not.
They've been doing that.
Yeah,
they've been filing takedown notices on Google, Every single time someone links an image on Google, she goes looking for the image now and putting a claim against it.
Yeah, but
she's trying to bury it. Like I appreciate that she finally learned what she needed to do, but you know, you still accuse a bunch of people of CP, and they've archived your bullshit.
Yeah.
My computer's freezing.
Laura, the DMs are on my account under. You probably could look up DM Repsion, and it will show up. They're all like every single one is in a file or in a tweet.
Let's take a look.
I was trying to get them up on here so I could send them the link. And my computer is just being, oh my gosh. I thought it was going to be good today. No one else is using the Wi-Fi, but it's still crap. Because of course it is. Find the thing. There we go. There's the app.
Oh, you got it?
No, I got the app open. Now I'm going to get the link.
Okay.
I'm working on it. Where's the judgment?
I'm just eating my soup here, letting you figure this
You've
one
been
out,
eating
buddy.
that soup for like an hour. What the hell? Got a fucking bucket full of soup?
Yeah, I had a giant bowl.
Got a bowl of soup.
Mm-hmm. It's a bowl of delicious fucking soup. You're just fucking jealous you don't have soup that good. Okay.
So we do advanced search. What do you? Okay. Unless you guys can find it first.
Well, while they're doing it, Crow, did you have any other stuff to talk about before, or with the Onision stuff?
I mean, with the Onision stuff, I guess. How do you see this whole thing fucking ending up with Onision, right? Because
it's done. It's over. They turned on Hanson.
Yeah, is that
no? I don't think that's the end.
Chris Hansen be done?
I think that the internet will finish Hansen, and then I don't know. I mean, honestly, I feel like Onision may come back, and it'll kind of go down as a very dramatic sort of back and forth, but we'll see.
I was just making sure that this is.
Oh, you found
something? I mean, because
I'm pretty sure I found it. I'm just making sure that there is this one with all of them in it. Because I see one that's just 1, 2, but I think you did replies. Wait a second.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
wait.
Repsion will be played by Woody Allen. Jesus.
Well, I mean, I think Repsion's the next big event of the the next big target, because he's done enough and contradicted himself enough to a point where it's going to become very hard for people to justify going after Hansen, for example, and say, oh no, I don't care about him, or that's not my problem. Honestly, with this whole story, I feel like it's John Swan and these other guys. If you're going to be on a stream with a guy that fed this sort of Hansen, like it's
I know, right?
It's questionable.
I cannot get over just how fucking hilarious and cute that looks. How do you fucking on there talk about what a terrible person Chris Hansen is, and fucking Repsion's in there? Yeah, I agree. I'm with you all. I've been with you from the start. Yeah, Chris Hansen, boo. Boo, Chris Hansen, boo. I'm like, oh my God. Watching your clips and seeing the way that he fucking sucked Chris Hansen off is, it's funny. It's legitimately fucking cute and hilarious.
And that's the thing. You start to see his personality and how he works. He was not planning on this not working out for him in that moment. Mm-hmm. He thought for sure he was going to, keep rolling. He was going to, Onision wasn't going to sue him, and he just ride this out. And the thing is, he talks about Hansen stealing from him, but him going on Hansen brought the Onision thing back. It brought views back to his content. He's playing the victim again, like he does whenever he needs to.
Steve, you got it?
Yeah, I'm waiting for Discord to be up, and I've got the link to it. So
okay, good.
Yes, I found it because it's I'm seeing both. I'm seeing pieces of my conversation with Repson floating around and being used by people on both sides in an effort toward transparency. Here's the entire conversation. So,
All right, Steve, your reps on.
Okay, I'll do my best reps. I'll do my best Repsion voice. I don't know if that's actually right.
I was like, is that Repsion?
That was good.
This is
I haven't heard of it in a
reading,
while.
reading in front of class. So, all right. Hey, I'm sorry I didn't know your DMs were open. I'm not trolling you. I don't troll. I'm not a YouTuber.
Man, I'm not gonna. Oh wait. Man, I'm not going to shame anyone for asking questions, but the level of investment with people trying to spin shit over something that had been dealt with privately since November is insane. And it's the same small group of literally 6 to 10 people. Ever since Keemstar asked, implied I groomed my girlfriend, I've been hammered nonstop over this dumb shit. Also, I can't see every tweet due to how many I get every day. It's difficult for me to keep up. Oh, that's a huge problem. Too many tweets.
I wasn't talking about you when I was in the shaming comment. Totally get your position.
Can I just say, this is a really sensitive issue. The kid has been releasing private nudes. They were done on Skype, and there are multiples. Not just one. It's not cam shit.
All this is based on my interaction with Maya, Repsilla, and Maya's friend on that thread.
Yeah.
I can't really comment on that, except I know there is underage stuff. But that different stuff is being used to discredit it.
Are we able to show the screenshots on screen?
I sent you them in Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Crow's going to do the thing.
Oh, here they are.
So we're on 3.
Yeah.
Okay, let me actually just pull up the tweet. Okay.
Let me know when you're ready. All right, let me ask you a question.
Ali's like, slow down. Wow.
It's on screen.
All right. Yeah, so let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Why would someone admit to posting child pornography, then only months later, say he's innocent and never done anything wrong? Seriously, ask yourself that question. How do you go back from that, man?
That's the thing.
Did you see my tweet longer? I did a few days ago.
No, the screenshots you all are using show the kid saying he didn't know the pics were underage.
Twit longer.
Maya said the age on the med doc was wrong, then right, then said even if she was 18, it was still wrong.
Yeah, Crow, I think you need to...
I'm sorry. I'm just.
What?
It's funny. Sorry. I didn't. There you go.
There you go.
Dude, I told the kid to stop and that they were. He kept posting it. The officer we spoke to told us that even as evidence, we can't even have that shit saved because it will be held legally for it.
Her friend implied
That's a weird way of saying it.
Her friend implied that she started camming underage.
Okay, I got to go to the next one here.
Is that the next
my
one?
My girlfriend tried camming twice when she lived out of the country. That's why we contacted the police. Please read my tweet longer. I've had personal experiences with this kid.
Yeah, they went to the movies together. It was horrific. It was terrified.
I've had a personal experience with this kid.
So why lie about age, then equate leaking adult nudes to CP?
I've met him IRL.
Oh, the kid.
I've met him IRL. Wait, is my mic not working?
No, you're good.
It got too real. It got too real.
The kid's garbage.
Jesus.
All right.
If you want things to be addressed, it's best to ask him directly. I've been open and transparent about all this stuff, but the kid is the one who made this public.
I don't trust him at all, But that isn't the issue. I'm talking about inconsistencies on the Repzilla thread. So the CP that came from the ex-boyfriend, it's also extremely vague. And if that is the case, why isn't there any mention of the person who leaked it?
Okay.
Oh, did he cut out?
Steve, it's your turn.
Can you guys hear me?
Well, the Skype photo that the Skype. Oh my gosh, it's Skype photo. Well, the Skype photo that the watermark came from a person who took advantage of her. That's a terrible sentence. We only just found out literally the last 2 days who recorded that image in the first place. A man by the name of Felix. Someone my girlfriend was intimate with many years before I was even in contact with her. When this stuff started appearing back during the summer, Maya hadn't seen it. I hadn't seen it either.
But that photo was underage?
If the watermark is correct, no. But then I don't even know if that is true or not. The watermark is. But that's not photo we contacted the police over. That photo, though, is revenge porn.
Mm-hmm.
That Skype photo with the watermark that is done privately, one-on-one, the guy involved leaked it, and we only just found out who that was recently. He's repeating himself. This whole situation is messy as shit, and the only reason it's being talked about is because the kid is attempting to reverse information. Did you read the tweet longer? He keeps asking that. I'll make
it's
it
all
clear.
the tweet longer.
I know, right? I'll make this clear. It was never about camming shit, but the stuff we contacted the authorities over was one-on-one privately.
So, do you guys want to talk about this for a second? Just the whole thing. Okay, yeah. Because so this, the reason why this conversation with the Repzilla is so interesting to me is because it shows either how indifferent or how incredibly snowed he is by Maya.
Yeah.
And I don't doubt that Colton was irritating the fuck out of them, but I can't justify him doing what he did in any way, and he does say that in here. I mean, that's not okay. But it's almost like he uses this sort of distance from her as like a way to manage that crazy, and you kind of keep it out. But I mean, the watermark thing is just kind of, it's nuts.
I was going to say, because didn't he bring that up with Drum and Opinion about the watermark? And then he's all like, oh, well, you can't prove they're not underage. But in these, DMs right here, he's like, I don't even really know. The watermark, I don't know.
Well, he also says that he baited Drum and Opinions with that, and that he was saying it was a watermark to some people and a file name to other people because he was so overwhelmed with the situation that that's just what he did. Which
he's just,
does that make any sense?
No, he's inconsistent with his stories and stuff,
Well, that's how he works. That's what he does. He just reacts to whatever the question is. When in the moment when he's talking to Drum and Opinions, I guarantee it was just continue telling the story, and then I mean, no wonder that they took the one the one thing out of context that they could, threw it up on the internet, and then all the people that want Repzillon's clout, go and they started attacking her, and it's. I mean, I assume I know you guys. I know Steve, you see it all, but it's just kind of the whole clout thing with a lot of the channels, and at best people are indifferent to it and they say I don't care about that. At worst, they lash on to the tiniest little thing, they put out and run with it, and it's I don't know, it just kind of illustrates how fucked that community is.
It's social media, baby. It's dog dog.
But I don't know, whatever, because I don't want to try and bring this shit up, but I'm just there's a ton of hypocrisies there that I think they would call out generally if it was just anybody else. I don't know, it doesn't make sense.
Well, and that's the thing. I don't want to say shit on your channel that's going to get you guys whatever, but not in the YouTube world, so I don't care.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as long as it's not about, like something illegal,
Yeah.
I think you're fine.
No.
Yeah,
Was it
we
something
basically
illegal?
swear.
What did you say, Crow?
I said, was it something illegal?
Oh.
No. I'm talking about, like we were talking about before, Crow. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying at all that you guys are worried about clout. You definitely aren't. You are the most objective, honest group of YouTubers that I come across. But there's still, and even with me, when I'm tweeting, I do get that, like, you get that urge to be careful, and you don't want to piss off these people. You want to kind of be respectful, and it's not even a clout thing. It's more of like these people are being somewhat honest. These people are whatever, and you kind of want to manage that, and that's how it works. It's it is what it is. But I don't think that at all that you guys are motivated by that in any way.
Yeah. It's just like, well, I appreciate that first and foremost, actually. So yes, thank you.
Yeah, I think we're pretty objective.
I'm just gonna say because I held back from like adding everybody because I was on a tirade today because of what
You
happened.
were. I was like, wow, Crow and Aura, like,
Yeah,
going out after him. That's awesome.
no, I almost tagged every
Do you wanna-
commentator. Huh?
Every commentator again?
Dude, no, I was because I don't know if anybody remembers this in chat in this panel at all.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Diorio, Shiloh alluded to Nick Diorio being a predator because she used the hashtag, deplatform predators. Everyone lost their shit because she did that. We got called predators today with no illusion. Just we got called straight up predators. Not a fucking peep.
I mean, she also said flat out,
Really?
we host CP on our fucking channel during the streams. We've never even put fucking porn up anywhere near this channel.
Yeah.
We would talk raunchy and shit, but it was fucking ridiculous.
If we
right?
talk about porn, it's because of what she accused a minor of.
Yep.
It's her
Yeah.
shit. That's it.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, it'd be pretty easy to disprove, right? So I'm not even sweating. Like,
No,
But she's
I'm
saying,
not-
like, we're
I think-
showing images of her during the stream, and I'm like, we are not. Go fuck yourself, you fucking skink. And these guys, right? It's like I said earlier, the shit with Colton. I get it. I get how Colton makes some of you feel, but at the end of the day, he doesn't deserve to be maligned the way that he's being maligned, right? You couldn't stand it when Shiloh used deplatform predator. Not stated he was a predator. Used deplatform predator in a tweet about him. You said everybody knows what that means. You basically accused her of a fucking dog whistle. This bitch who's hanging out John Swan's Discord server, right, with Repsion, that's their new fucking home base, right? She's sitting there fucking saying this shit, and I already know what the defense is going to be. She's just in my Discord server. She's just Repsion's girl. I don't pay attention to any of it.
I dare him to say, I don't control what she says when you told Onision that he should be responsible for his fucking wife. Or husband Kai, right? There you go, husband Kai.
Yeah.
That's what they go
Husband
by now,
Kai.
right? So, like,
all of that, it was. Or I think you're saying what you were saying is kind of a more like broad. God damn it, my brain broke again.
well, he's being hypocritical, right? Because he's like, Onision, get your fucking husband in order, and then he is having his girlfriend leaking porn, and it's destroying hard drives, and it's just like, whatever.
Yes, the predator stuff. I mean, that's absolutely like it's first of all, it shows how insane everybody knows Maya is, because no one's going to jump on it and start to attack you. But at the same time, it's still insane. It's still the same thing, and people aren't attacking, but at the same time they're ignoring. And I think that's the biggest problem within the YouTube kind of commentary drama, is the willingness to attack somebody for the things that your little friend next to you is doing too. And
Kat asked if we talked about the death threat already. Are you referring to the letter that Repsion's mother got, Kat? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know.
I think we covered it last night, didn't we?
Yeah, we spoke about it yesterday.
Yeah.
But
because it's either I don't want to say it's fake. I don't know if it's fake or not.
and you can speculate.
what
You just make sure you clarify that it's speculation.
There's no evidence for it. It's just like some people think the handwriting looks similar. I'm not a forensic handwriter dude. I don't know what the proper
Oh yes,
terminology
the
is.
forensic handwriter guys.
Yeah, I don't know how to tell that shit. So
No, and then not only that, but then supposedly, what is it? Anonymous Gene yesterday threw somebody, Mia, under the bus about her sending the letter.
But didn't he just post like that her name was Mia, or that was it?
He posted the Twitter and her name is actually Mia.
Oh, he actually posted an at. Okay.
Yeah, he posted an at. So then Maya proceeded to hound that at for hours on end.
Wow. Did anybody reach out? I didn't see that. Did anybody reach out to the at and ask them?
No.
Because my immediate thought is, okay, they created an at, and well, actually, never mind. I'm not going to speculate on this.
Yeah. I was going to say, I was like, oh. But I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm like, not a fucking peep. We get completely snowed. Well, it didn't end result like badly for us. Regardless, it could have been worse if it was somebody else. But still, like.
But here's the thing, though. Like, you should take it as a compliment, because the people that they don't talk to are the ones that are objective adults that they have nothing to say against. So they just smear them like they're doing, and that's it.
Yeah. So. No, yeah, just went in through the thing about Slug. Thank you, Kayla, by the way. That was hilarious.
what?
Oh, Kayla posted.
Yeah,
she made a post and she posted the when Slug was trying to stream snipe us. He opened the folder live on stream and opened up the CP, like fucking, and he's like, oh shit, oopsie doopsie, and then that's it. Like she posted that.
He denied that to me in a voice call because I obviously didn't watch his stream, right? I just took like Kayla's word for it, right? So I was like, "You opened up the drive on your stream." He's like, "No, I didn't. No, I didn't." I think he meant like he didn't open it up on his computer, but you still streamed it, and you still did technically open up on your computer. You just did it in a virtual machine, which
that stream went away very quickly. It's gone.
Oh yeah.
So did all the videos he made on me and everything.
Yeah. Did he ever redact everything about you in the CP?
No, but I didn't redact
Slug
my
just runs
accusation
into
on him.
Slug just runs in, like burns the house down and runs away. That's what he does.
Pretty much.
Sounds like such a nice guy.
I mean, there's Gene too. Let's not leave him out.
Well,
she's like, I'm going to save you. I'm going to save you, but I'm going to light the house on fire to save you from the fire I'm
going to save all of you by killing every last one of you. You won't suffer.
And then I'm not going to have time to get you. It's like that's what he was trying to do with Big C. That's what I'm going to call him. I don't like the Voldemort reference. It's like he was trying to save Big C, and then he got sick of him. He's like, I'm just going to cause a bunch of fires and run away. I'm out, guys. See ya.
Yeah, Crow does look exhausted.
Do you guys want to see the questions I sent to Hanson?
Sure.
After we do that, I will probably have to bounce out of here only because I'm so sorry. This is definitely what Exhausted Crow looks like. But I want to see his messages to Hanson because they got to be fucking great.
Yeah, I got him right here. Actually, do you have him, Crow?
In the Discord, right? Let me see.
I think Twitter.
Yes, I'm on Twitter.
Oh, okay. Go to Twitter. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm trying to be a good host.
How long have you been? Go ahead.
It's only been 2 hours. It's just you have been staying up late for the streams lately. Here we go. I don't see it on Twitter.
I got him for you. I'm gonna post them in our group chat.
Okay.
Because I had a feeling you would need them.
You were right.
1, 2, 3. Down there. There they are.
Okay, let me pull these up. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. There we are. Share. Okay. So I assume that this part is where you're asking him if it's okay to just You have a list of questions here?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to just read these?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Actually, let me just go into the conversation so I don't have to. All right. Hi, Chris. Here are the questions that I have based on all the information and evidence available. 1, have you seen Haley's recent statement? Is this an accurate representation of your current relationship with the alleged victims? Screenshots below. 2, have the alleged victims who appeared on Have a Seat requested any of their interviews be taken down? 3, have any of the alleged victims expressed a desire not to pursue further publication of the story? To ID. 4, you stated that you were in contact with the FBI on 2/23/20 in an interview with Repsion and that the investigation was ongoing. Has there been an update or change? 5, Anonymous Gene, an anti-O member that has worked with you you worked with you previously, submitted a copyright strike on Onision's Banana Song, but inserted a link to John Swan's video on you. Does Gene still work with you? Why would he do this if he does not? This looks very suspect, Chris. I'm sure these questions are uncomfortable, and I'm sorry for that. As I mentioned, I stick to the evidence. I do believe that there's misinformation on both sides. However, at this point, there are too many questions to discount. It's just drama. Forgive me for being so blunt. I don't want there to be any confusion, as there is so much already. Thank you. I've not heard back from him.
Damn, I was gonna say, I thought it was gonna be like a surprise thing where he just like showed up. I was like, he answered you?
No. I sent him to him last night. I mean, he and I conversed a little bit because he did reach out to me around kind of the time when Slug went on to talk about some of the stuff relating to the website. So he follows me, and I had that the DMs going. So, he said he was willing to answer any questions I had, and those are out there and waiting for an answer. So we'll see what happens.
I mean, it would be interesting to see him, comment on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I highly doubt that he will. No,
Yeah.
I assume that I thought he was going to block me by now, but that hasn't happened yet.
I mean, you haven't been completely team Repsion. I think he hates Repsion right now. He did a stream about them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Chris Hansen did on Repsion?
well, yeah,
I gotta watch that.
He called all the commentators out. And it was because they went on Augie's stream, and one of the survivors from Davi Vanity, they kind of shat on her a little bit. I'm just saying what I heard. I don't know if they did or not because I didn't watch it. So
they didn't really. It was people in the chat were saying just like smart ass kind of trolling stuff, and but I mean, everything that happens on your stream gets kind of tied to you. Yeah. From what I've seen.
And, that's true.
Yeah. So what happened is Chris Hansen used that as an opportunity, and he's like, it must have been so horrible for them to say things like sweetheart, how did that make you feel? And
I watched that too. It was
well, no,
but, I mean that's a good example of the way he leads people. If I'm talking to you, Crow, and I say you got horribly abused, something awful happened to you, now tell me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, he's not there to expose the truth. He's there to spin a tale. He's telling you a story, and you're playing for that story. And he's now sold that story to a TV network who probably heard the same story we're all being fed, right?
Yeah.
Like the guy knows what he's doing, and again, if you're pissy at him for grifting everybody, and you are one of those people who promoted it, or I don't know, you're chilling with the guy who is promoting this motherfucker. I think you look a little stupid. Does that mean you're wrong? Absolutely not, right? Chris Hansen can be an absolute scumbag piece of shit, and you can also be fucking incompetent. It can be both. It is both.
Yeah.
That's for shade. Anyway.
Fucking guy.
He's good.
Mm-hmm.
Eating and streaming.
But he needs some sour candy for all that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, candies. They're good.
It's not good for your dude.
No,
I think, like,
this was really fun, guys. I've been sitting just posting stuff, and you get your replies. It's not as interesting as talking to people live about it. So this has been really fun.
No, dude. Well,
Yeah,
I'm glad you were able to come on. So
I appreciate it, honestly.
yeah, so like WoW's been posting clips and stuff with the Repsion stuff. Because like
If you're interested in anything related to whatever's happened with Repsion since people started, it kind of blew up a little bit, and then anything related to the Onision story, you probably could find it on my timeline.
Yeah, I was gonna say on top of that, I was like, Crow, you want to like play one out? Like, you want to play a couple of them or like one of them or something?
Hey, here.
Yeah. So that one.
I love the one when he's talking about Kai, and he's trying to kind of be edgy, like he's making fun of her transition, and Hanson does not.
I was gonna say, do you have a different like medium of like a different source for your stuff, or is it primarily Twitter? Wow.
Oh no, I only exist on. Well, actually, I don't know. I have a YouTube account. I guess it's called Wow, just Wow. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. That's not really. There's nothing on it, so yeah, I'm just on Twitter.
Here we go.
Right on the edge. Greg, you got to understand is he borders the line all the time of like what's very illegal and what's like not illegal, like right on the edge.
Yeah.
Like he goes out of his way to intentionally.
Sorry, I started playing that. It was a really good point about what Repsion said to Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
Here's the one you were talking about.
There you go. This one's pretty good.
Now let's back up for 1 second. When you say there, Onision has a significant other named Kai.
Yes, that is. He used to go by Lanybot on YouTube, but has recently changed the pronouns to he and Kai. But they haven't actually, from what I understand, haven't actually went through a full transition or anything like that. It's just that's what they prefer to be identified as Kai. So husband, Onision's husband.
Onision's husband, and Onision is a guy, right?
Yes. Yes, and she,
Very
as
good
far as I'm
question.
aware, is biologically a woman, but I don't know. I'm not really an expert to talk about that. But
Right, neither is it here nor there, and nobody really cares except for the fact that there are these allegations.
Look at his face.
Now let's back up for 1 second. When you say there,
I gotta play that
here or
again.
there, and nobody really cares except for the fact that there are these allegations.
He's such a little fucking bitch. Like he's.
Wow.
I don't say much. I don't say much about people, but he is just the most like little bitch made punk. Like he.
God, the look on his disappointment on his face there. Like I again.
Kid can't stand on his own for 2 feet for anything. It's pathetic.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Sorry.
No, it's good. It's good to get your like raw opinion out there like that. You know, it's good to like throw it out in the open. I mean, I enjoy it. That's why I think you should actually start posting on your YouTube channel a little more like your opinionated stuff. Unless you want to stick to like a journalistic approach. I mean, you could do both. You know.
Hey, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we could.
That'd be dope because like if you host your live streams, wow, like maybe we could be guests on your channel or something.
Yeah.
Steve's
see.
excited for that. Steve likes going on people's channels.
Well, yeah, I was like, if anything,
that's my thing.
Yeah,
Steve is carrying.
They want to
this
get me
channel.
off of here. They're like, just go to someone else's.
that's
channel.
not true,
He's
Steve.
babysitting for like
I'm
a
just
week.
joking. I'm
We've been
joking.
babysitting for like a week. No, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, if you two start like your own thing, I swear you should call it like, wow, I can't believe it.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
I like that. Man, listen, I don't have any like skin in the game, so that's the kind of shit I want to put on it.
I'm telling you, it's so catchy. No, Steve.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I
That's
was.
good stuff.
Yeah, man.
I think we got a new show on our hands.
Yeah, wow, I can't believe it, bro.
Wow.
Make it happen at least once a week. At least once a week. Do it.
I
like
want to
on-
do something with rocket surgery too.
You three should
So-
do it together. Wow, I can't
That'd
believe
be-
it's not
that'd
rocket
be
surgery.
Oh my!
Aura's killing it. Like you wouldn't
Let's-
stream Aura. I'm not
Let's
gonna
do
lie.
it. Let's do
Wow,
it.
I can't believe it's not rocket surgery. Oh,
That's the longest
yeah.
fucking YouTube channel I've ever heard of, but it's unique as shit. everyone will just go there to be like, what is this? Like, you know,
Right.
like, what do we talk about? And we talk about like real shit. Like they're dying in Iraq. Everyone's dying. There's a poison coming here, and like this doesn't sound as fun as the title. You know what I mean?
Like dry as shit.
Yeah, for real.
Wick dinners. It would be the abbreviation.
Wick dinners. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you just imagine the Wick Dinner subreddit?
Wick dinner supper.
Wick dinners. Dude, I like this. This is pretty good.
No, like for real. And you guys should clickbait every video. Be like, you know, Captain. Wait. Well, what's it called?
Yeah,
Captain,
that's my kind. I like that idea. Hell yeah.
yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Right. Just title your video that. It has nothing to do with the fucking cereal.
57 murdered.
57 murder by Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You know, like by Cinnamon Toast.
I'm not as serious and like responsible in real life, guys. Sorry.
Neither are we.
Mm-mm.
Just saying. But I think it's a pretty dope idea. I would definitely click. I'm not gonna lie. If you were to ever make a title like 57 Dead from Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I'm gonna be there. Like fucking, you have no idea how fast I would click, and then how fast
I would
be
think
like,
anybody that has Cinnamon Toast Crunch is gonna click on that. I mean,
yeah, with fear in their heart, I'd just be like, ooh, and like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, but anyone who's a Cinnamon Toast Crunch lover, like, oh god, what's going on? So think about it. I think it's a dope idea.
I mean,
Wow, I
rocket
think-
surgery is down.
Rocket surgery's down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's make
Dude.
this happen.
Oh,
more
man.
to come. More to
Oh
come.
man.
What the hell was your abbreviation, Steve? Woke dinner.
Wick Dinners.
Wick
dinner.
dinners.
Where's the
Okay.
C in this?
Can't.
Because it's
Cam?
Wow,
wow.
I can't.
Yeah. DeLive.
Oh, that's right. Oh, it's
It's
all right,
not-
listen, yeah.
Rocket surgery.
Wick dinners.
I was thinking of my initials. I've had a couple drinks.
It's the best time to do it, though. You know, it's the best time.
Yeah.
You think
Right.
it's
That's it.
Hey, Crow, do you want to go to bed?
I do. I'm sorry. I was going to ask you a question.
Aw.
Sure.
So you're talking about these clips that you post to Twitter, right? Your take on this whole thing, I think, has been really objective. I do think I want to see kind of more of your opinion on things, just because you're really straight to the point with the facts and everything. I do like hearing about what your actual opinion is on these things, but at the same time, I'm glad that when you're posting the information, you're just posting the information for people to verify what they can find on their own. You're not like framing it for anybody. You're trying to give an honest take on it. And I think if you had more of that, especially with what you're dealing with, a lot more things could be solved here rather than the bullshit of just, you know, like mindless fucking obedience. I don't know how else to say it, but I'm trying to say thank you for what you're doing right now in tracking this shit down and keeping a record of it.
No, I appreciate that. You know, that's absolutely what my goal was, and yeah, so thank you.
No, yeah, you know, like thanks for all the time, because this shit is time consuming, very much so, you know. And there's like some clips we probably wouldn't have found without you. You know. Thanks for just joining. Thanks for everything.
Absolutely.
Also, would you ever be down to like basically sit down with Lola and just discuss your viewpoints and stuff? At
Yeah,
some point?
sure.
I think she's down too. So we should probably
Okay.
set some.
Maybe we can set something up for next week if you're both available.
Yeah. We'll get
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. All right.
Show Edwin how to actually fucking do shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like blood sports like Edwin.
there we
fucking-
go. There we go.
Oh, see, I'd love to talk about other channels. I don't get the shit talk on Twitter, so
Dude, we should do that, 'cause I kind of want to discuss like Edwin is. I don't know how to feel about the dude.
At
You know,
first, I trusted him a little bit more, but
I guess I actually like when I was lurking on Twitter before I even posted, I saw like Edwin has this way when he wants to dismiss something that he's like, "Oh girl," or like he says "Oh Han" or some shit, and it just was irritating the fuck out of me one day, and I tweeted at him, and then he DM'd me back, and we like went back and forth, and it was funny to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's,
What did he
I
DM
mean, he because he doesn't want to do it on his fucking replies. Of course, are you kidding me? These people are, they got their.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Because Edwin was Team Hansen, very hardcore. He was team all this stuff, and then because that's what I'm saying. Shiloh came out at Nick. He defended Nick, right?
Edwin's team, whatever hardest dicks in town.
Exactly. There you go. That's the problem. You can't. He's biased. There you go. I'm just gonna fucking say it.
Well, but I mean, I say that just in a sense of what they talk about, what matters to them. To me, is stupid. But at the same time, it's a business. It's the drama, whatever. They have to fuel this stuff. And I will say, Edwin does do. He does a good job of at least avoiding saying something or taking a side. He's very good at being he keeps everybody at arm's length. Even with that Refsion and Phoenix interview, he definitely shut down Phoenix, but he kind of plays that sort of whoa, I'm surprised this is happening right now. I didn't know anything about this. And it's very much, it's like Hansen. He sits there and he's like, are you serious?
No, yeah.
No. And so
Max Zorian said, Edwin seems like a weirdo. He seems to get excited when people get into arguments on his show and enjoy it.
Yeah, he'll be like,
I think he's kind of touched in the head. I mean, because people start arguments, it entertains the audience. So he's like, oh shit, views. So
sorry. The thing is, I've watched all this stuff before, and it's I don't want to. Whatever. Yeah, I could talk about this another time. These the YouTubers are interesting to me.
Yeah. Team Handsome. Yes, that's right. Team Handsome.
Booty Warriors.
What?
It's fucking Boondocks.
Oh no, yeah. I was like, did it say that somewhere and I just didn't see it?
No. So he was trying to notify us in the last stream.
Yeah. Chris Hansen. Fucking, yeah. So
all right.
I don't know. We'll talk about this some other time, but thank you, Wow, for taking the time to come and chat with us and stuff and telling us where to find you. Hold on, we got to plug his Twitter. You got his Twitter? Steve, you got it? Okay.
Yeah, I had it pulled up earlier. Hold on.
It's my name with an @ sign in front of it.
Your name is very long, though.
Your name's very long. We'll give him a link so
on Twitter, because you got because I always put Wow just Wow, but it's Wow just WOW.
I know Wow just Wow actually goes to porn thing.
Okay, yeah, that's the problem.
yeah.
I asked for that one, but they didn't have it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if you think that one's long, wait till they get their fucking channel off the ground. Wig dinner.
I was thinking about changing.
Okay, I'll give you my Discord. 1 sec. 1 second. All right, here's the Discord server for everybody, and of course, I'm so sorry that I'm falling asleep here. The nightly streams, or it can take it better than I can.
Energy drinks. I'm exhausted. It's been a day,
dude. Going to the gym at fucking 6 a.m. Fuck.
No, I know.
Okay,
you're tagging people in the FBI.
Fuck that.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Dude, I said that in the Discord.
He blocked.
Chat.
He blocked us.
He blocked us as soon as I did that.
I'm like, that's not going to stop the FBI. It's a block. Phew, that was a close one.
I went into it. He goes about how he went to a CP drive to find CP because he wants to verify CP, and I'm like, are you? You guys are fucking slamming DNO for saying, send me censored images if she even has it, if it's even CP, right? That sort of shit. And you're saying, well, that's illegal. This fucking dumbass says, I went into the door because I knew there was CP in there and I was going to show everybody.
Maya defends him. I'm like, fucking Maya defend him.
I know.
What the fuck? And she's like, just block all these haters. I'm like, haters, bitch. I'm like, fucking. Yeah. What are you talking about, you psychotic bimbo? I'm like, fucking.
Anyways, everybody, thank you so much. Patron subscribers, thank you. You guys are amazing. 5 Drunk Dogs, Ali, Mr. Homesley, Izazurix, War on Corruption, Katie Einbro, Margot Inez, Lauren S., Olive Warrior, Ravenous Hound, Chris Anonymous, Space Beach, aka Spacey, Jonathan Murillo, and it continues. Zioreturns, Origami Maria, and Devil Hunter Nero. Devil Hunter Nero, I apologize for not getting you shouted out in previous streams. 100% you will always be here. Again, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. You keep us fed. You keep me with my little lemon rhubarb Swedish candies from the IKEA store while I was furniture shopping. Anyways, we will see you here tomorrow at 10:30, and I don't have to go to the gym tomorrow, so I'll actually be able to sleep. But please do us all a favor. If you want more fun from Kayla, go check out the Gothic Sushi stream. She's normally there, chilling with our good friend Gothic Sushi, and I think they're playing some video games.
Yeah, they're playing Overwatch. So guys, go stop over there if you can. Say hi to them for us. And Zian says 48 subs until our fanfic comes out.
Oh my god, why did you promise that?
Dude, you're over 950?
Yeah.
Congrats.
I did not think we would make it to 1K ever, to be honest with you.
We haven't made it yet. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah, I'll delete the channel. 999. Jokes on you all. No fan fiction for us.
All right, guys. Good night. Thank you again.
Thanks, everybody.
Dream about me.
Peace.